Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Next Goal Wins, and this is the latest film from Taika Waititi, who wrote and directed this film, and it focuses on the story of the infamously terrible American Samoa soccer team known for their brutal 2001 FIFA loss to Australia 31-0. And we have this new coach. Tom was played by Michael Fassbender, who's really messed up. Has a troubled past. He's really messed up all of his latest gigs and winds up being offered one last try, and that is to go to American Samoa and coach this horrible team. He's brought in by the president of their association, played by Oscar Knightley, and he really builds this connection with Kaimana, who plays Jaya, who is a player on the team who identifies third gender in Samoan culture, and they have that really close relationship. And basically, it's a sports movie. It's like the underdog sports movie, and Michael Fassbender's character has to find the way to inspire his team and, get the big win. Overall, that's the story. So I don't think narratively they try to do any crazy heavy lifting in terms of trying to deconstruct conventions of sports movies, and I think Taika Waititi plays it pretty safe. So it plays out how you expect it. I think Michael Fassbender gives a very strong performance here. There's some revelations about his character, which I think are easy to pick up on at certain points in the film, but it does lead up to an extremely emotional moment for him, and Fassbender kills it. It's been a while since I've seen Fassbender in anything, and with this and The Killer coming out, excited to see him back. I think he does a really fine job anchoring this film. I think the MVPs, though, of the film, Oscar Knightley, who's Tavita, the president, he is so funny, and his comedic timing is perfect, and he has all these little quirks. He has his little sayings. He keeps having this running gag of always like, one goal, because that's all they want. They want to be able to score one goal. That is the benchmark for this team, and I think that's a fun running gag because that's not how I benchmark for a sports team, is to score a point. I do really think Kaimana really sells the heart of this story and how this character really is the bedrock for everybody, and the journey of Jaya in this film is really inspiring, and I think that Jaya is one of the most interesting characters in the film. And then you have the likes of David Fane, who plays Ace, who's really soft-spoken and is the former coach and now assistant coach to this team and has a lot of fun running gags. Rachel House plays the president's wife, and she's as powerful as always, being how she is in a film. And there's a lot of quirky little weird gags of everybody knows each other. Everybody has 50 jobs on this island, and that's one of the fun elements of it. There's some other Taika Waititi plays this American Samoan priest. Honestly, he's probably one of my least favorite parts of this film. I think he goes some of these characters are silly, but grounded in their silliness. I feel like this was just an over-the-top ridiculous caricature. And, I get it. It's silly on some level and fun on some level, but it was distracting in the couple of scenes that he popped up in. Elizabeth Moss doesn't get a ton to do, but, she's a really good actor. And Will Arnett definitely has some interesting moments in this film that are really out there and unexpected. You have the likes of, Rhys Darby and Luke Hemsworth popping up as well. But I think the most important thing is to not overshadow just how amazing all of the native Polynesian actors are in this film. They just bring so much to these characters. They feel so authentic. It's just really inspiring seeing how even the smallest characters, this one little kid, Armani, played by Armani Makaiwa, who's just doesn't do a whole lot, doesn't have lines or anything, but just his presence is so much fun popping up throughout the film. Just all of these actors really coming to play and bringing a lot of heart to the film. There's certainly some gags that are just like, I think that was a British too far. It's predictable. Like I mentioned, it doesn't do too much new in terms of telling a sports story. I do appreciate how some of the storytelling really gets shaken up in the telling of the big game at the end of the film, especially the second half of the film, and how the second half of the game is told to the audience. I thought that was a really fun idea and probably the best scene in the film. But I think a cast that's committed with some fun, quirky characters and heart, most importantly, I feel like this film is an inspiring little film. It's not something that's going to blow you away. This isn't going to win any Oscars or anything. It's just a really nice movie that has a lot of good heart, and I would love to watch it again. I had a fun time with it. But those are my thoughts on Next Goal Wins. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.